Hey, good morning guys. So today I want to do a little experiment on my strawberries. I planted these in 2023 and I didn't let them flower that year, and then in 2024 we had a bumper harvest. Then after fruiting, this variety just produces runners. And I thought these were seascape strawberries. Now, I read online that seascapes are ever-bearing, so I think these were mislabeled when I purchased them. Then this past spring, I just cleaned up the beds and fertilized and then mulched with straw. And then we only got about half the strawberries we did last year. So now, because the strawberries seem to diminish every year, I decided I'm going to take these little cups. I filled them up with peat, and then I did pin a little strawberry runner into the cup, and a couple of weeks later they've rooted in beautifully. So what I've decided to do is just remove the old plants that are producing less and then just start fresh with the little runner babies. So in my mind, if I plant them now, I should have a bumper harvest next year. So that's what I'm going to try. And if that doesn't work out, I will remove these strawberries completely and then try and source the seascape variety that I wanted to begin with. So here's the little plant start. It's so cute. So I've detached all the little babies, and Hubs is going to help me clean this bed up. Okay, so now that the bed's all cleaned up, I'm not going to add any compost or amendments. I'm just going to remove the little strawberry starts. Look how cute these are. I'm just going to pop these in. I'm making sure not to bury the crown, so I'm just going to do them right under this leaf node here. There. Should I just take the pin out? Yeah. So I'm left with quite a few cups. So I think I'm just going to do a little hanging basket with these, and then I'll overwinter the hanging basket in my garage and just see if it comes back next year. So I had enough for 3 strawberries at the top. I filled each and every one of the top layer of holes, and then I just did 3 in the bottom, and I just plugged the rest of the holes up. So I'm going to clip out the growing tips of my zinnias to get them to stool out more, and I usually just count like 2 leaves and then just snip, and then I'm going to probably propagate those. So I want to snip that one. Now I'm supposed to thin these to the strongest. They both look so good. So I think I'm going to just leave them. Just going to snip the tips out. So I'm going to propagate the cut ends of these zinnias. So I'm using a mixture of peat and perlite, so it's a soilless mix. And then I'm just going to dunk the ends into some rooting hormone, pop them in, and then set them under a humidity dome. So I'm just going to maybe take away the outer leaves. So I've decided instead of removing the leaves, I'm just going to snip it in half. Oops. It's just more robust that way. So I can just, oopsie, dunk it and push it in like that. So a quick update on these zinnias. I cut these back on the 18th. Today is the 24th, and they are stooling out nicely. You can see wherever I have a cut, I now have 2 stems coming out. Now my zinnia propagations, let me check in on those. They look really good. I've just got a few casualties there. Oh, they've definitely rooted in already. Let's pull another one out. And they've got beautiful roots already. Let's just check on this side. They started to root beautifully. I'm going to leave them in here for just 1 more week, and then I'm going to start hardening them off. Okay, so next I'm going to reset this hanging basket. I had this hanging under my tree and it got overwatered and I lost 2 of my fuchsias. Now I do have 1 live one on this side, so I'm just going to dig this out carefully and rehome that. I'll discard the other 2, and then I'll be left with the Dichondra Emerald Falls that I grew from seed. I'll leave those in, and then in the center I'm going to plant the little chenille cuttings that I took, I think 2 videos back. So I think those will look stunning in here. So I just dug the fuchsia out, and looking at the roots, these roots look healthy to me. I'm just going to clip the dead part off and replant that. Just move that to the side. And let me get the healthy one out of here. Okay. Get the Dichondra out of there. There we go. So I'm going to just add a sprinkle of Osmocote. And then I'm going to put a pinch of this root enhancer in. So these little cuttings were taken on the 10th of July. So they've already made a beautiful root ball. We've only got how many months left? It's end of July, so August, September, 2.5 months before our first frost. So I'm just gonna pack these in here. Now I was going to pop the chenille cuttings back in here, but we've had so many days in the 90s and you can see what's happened with the caladiums. They've just exploded in growth. I mean, look at this leaf. It's so, so beautiful. These are the ones I had in my front porch pots last year. So pretty. Now they are smothering or covering the chenille plant, but I'm just going to let them do their thing. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So this is what she looks like today, the 26th of July. I think also putting this hanging basket into the full sun, this Dichondra Emerald Falls, will do a lot better. They've developed such huge leaves because of being in the shade. Let me just show you the difference. If you compare this to the Silver Falls that is in full sun, you can see the different sizes of the leaves. Still beautiful. And then my little fuchsia, I'm just going to put into a smaller pot so that the root system doesn't stay too wet. And then I am going to cut this back so that it can re-shoot. Yeah, let me take it off there. This one doesn't have much leaves. I think I'm going to do, yeah, let me do it here. Okay. I think she'll be a lot happier in this pot. And then I am going to propagate these little pieces quickly. Okay, so I've got some of my bleach solution. I've shown this before in previous videos. It is 9 parts of water, 1 part of bleach, and then that is just plain fresh water for rinsing. I've got a peat perlite mixture, so a soilless mix. I'm just going to use the same label. Let me just give this a quickly. Okay, I'm going to water this guy in and put him outside. And then I am going to plant this root. Oh, I need my garden scissor. Okay, I'm just going to go put that outside. Next, I'm going to be removing the zucchini. We've had just about more zucchini than we can handle. And this plant is now covered in squash bugs, and it's taken over the entire bed. Let me just step back. You can see it's smothered all the other plantings in here, and it's also shading out my little border at the back. So the dusty millers here are struggling, as well as the verbena. You can see it's like leaning forward because it's kind of under an umbrella. So I'm going to go ahead and clip off each and every leaf, and then I do have a garbage bag and I have soapy water to drown the ones that try and get away. And yeah, I'll show you, once I get to them, I'll show you how bad the infestation is. So the squash bug eggs are on every single part of the plant. You see them on the stem, all over the leaves. There's another patch over there. Yeah, so this plant has got to go. So they're all sitting on the side of the vegetable box. They were hiding in the shade under the lower leaves. So many of them. The white ones are the juvenile ones. They are just about everywhere. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so gross. So I am going to drown the ones that I see. I'm going to just use my gloves and pop them into the soapy water and just work on getting rid of the rest of this plant.
Wondering why I'm so hollow. You're showing me all of your best while I'm giving you what I got left. I got concrete.
So that looks a whole lot better. I'm glad that's cleaned out. And then now I need to harvest and maybe clean up some of these tomatoes. I haven't stayed on top of tying them up, so they've gone a little bit crazy. I might leave them, but I do need to harvest the tomatoes. I've got a nice big juicy one here. Oh my gosh. I just want to go and get all the red ones. These are so beautiful. I had these onions that were kind of buried in the whole mess of the zucchini plant. So they're tiny, but these will be nice to roast. And then I do have some onions that have flopped that I can pull. I might take all of these out today. Here's another mini one. Let's let those sit there. I think I'm just going to quickly pull. Oh, that's a tiny one. And a nice big old weed. It's one of these small ones. Wow, this weed's gotten huge. It's even starting to flower. Now these peppers that I'm leaving to color up, the problem with that is the insects find them. So this one I can probably throw away. I might just harvest all these peppers today so that they can go for another flush. These are smaller, but these will be nice in a salad. Now these are coloring up nicely. Let me just pull this off. As soon as they color up, you can see there's always going to be some bug damage. I think they just look so enticing. So funny how the side with the sun is red and the side's green. I'm just going to take that in before the bugs get it. Now my little creeping Jenny is being chewed up by something. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see if there's any worms on here. Oh, there is. I see it. Little bugger. So I'm just going to mix up some BT and spray it onto the creeping Jenny. These look amazing. I think we're going to be having some stuffed peppers here soon. Whenever I pick a multitude of peppers, I love to make stuffed peppers. Now I have some onions in this pot that I need to pull out. They've grown so big and most of the leaves have flopped or died. Let me just pull this one out. Where's the biggest one? I think this one here. Wow, look at this onion. It's amazing, it's got such a tiny little root system and it's got this massive onion. I'm just going to let these sit here and dry and then I will come and gather them before it rains tonight. So this is the other zucchini plant I have. I've got two in here. The one makes just plain green zucchinis and the other one makes these very light colored ones. I might harvest that now. I really don't need any more zucchini. Oh my word. Now I do have 3 cabbages left from my spring garden. Not sure if these are going to be good anymore, but they look amazing. They're still rock hard, so I think I'm just going to harvest those just to get them out. I will harvest the last of these onions as well. Let me just see, these are a bit smaller. I'm just going to get rid of those. And then I've got a lot more space to plant some fall crops. Now on this side where I just pulled out that giant zucchini, I did lay a zucchini on the bed, on the surface, and I'm just going to come back in like an hour's time just to see if any of these squash bugs find the zucchini, and then I've got my kill bucket ready so I can try and get rid of as many as possible. On this side I did clean up all my tomatoes. I cut the lower branches off, and I do have some cleanup to do at the back, I just noticed. And I did leave some of the sun golds that are reaching to the sky because they are my favorites. I love these so much. Sun Golds are the best cherry tomatoes. So good. Ornamental kales are putting on some size. And I do want to, in the next day or two, come in here and just pull out the weaker of the seedlings. My carrots are germinating. Some are peeking out. You can see a few starts. And then the beets are looking good. Some of the onions are just these little piddly things. They would be good for pickling, like if you're doing a jar of pickles. Oh, and I do need to cut back this crazy pot. Should I do that right now? Yes. So it's the next day, and I just flipped over the zucchini that I left in the bed, and you can see the tiny baby squash bugs are all congregating there.